this was a pick that, to me, came away pretty easily. And I took Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA. He went 220 in our mock draft to the Dolphins. And that's huge for me.
That's huge.
Because one, I already like the player.
Yep.
But I'm going to say this now. Whatever running back goes to the Dolphins in the first 3 rounds is getting a massive bump in my eyes. Because I love Mike McDaniel's scheme when it comes to fantasy football running backs and running backs overall. And the fact that you're going to have Tua there with 2 really good running backs to really open up that middle, this would actually be a really good fit for a guy like Zach Charbonnet with the Miami Dolphins. 6'1", 200 pounds. The guy's a bruiser. If you all remember, he started his career at Michigan with split carries with Haskins. He did okay there.
He's bigger than 200. You listen, 200.
220.
He's like 220.
220.
Yep.
Yeah. I said 220. He got picked 220 for the Dolphins.
Gotcha.
And he split down with Hassan Haskins before he transferred to UCLA. And at UCLA, he came in right away and looked really good. 202
Fantastic.
carries, 1,137 yards. He averaged 5.6 yards per carry. But then he came in that first year at UCLA at 24 catches, 197 yards. So it's some good hands there for a big back. Did even better the following year in 2022 when he ran for over 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns, averaged 7 yards per carry. But he had 37 catches for 321 yards. So he really shows that he's very viable in the passing game. So for me, this is a bigger smash mouth running back who's got some really good feet. Could be a little elusive in the passing game. Was somebody who you didn't really fumble the ball ever, was safe there. His pass protection grade out really low. He got worse at pass protection as the more he played, which is kind of weird. So that kind of hurt him a little bit. But this guy is a bruiser, hard-nosed runner who's going to get in there and get those tough yards. And if you put him on the Dolphins, which is where I have him here now in this mock draft, you're talking about a high-end running back 2 potential to running back 1. Definitely for a running back like him who you get him inside the red zone, definitely around the 5, he can pound that ball into the end zone for the Miami Dolphins. So I already like the player. I think I took him in our last way too early mock draft as well in the first round.
Yep, right around the same spot.
But if you put him here on the Dolphins, this is right. I mean, I feel like everybody ahead of him is valid there. But if he goes in the second round to the Miami Dolphins, you're talking about Zach Charbonnet getting a massive bump, and his validity can go up to high as like 1.4, 1.5, right around there in a super flex mock draft.
And the nice part too is it's not just the landing spot. Yes, that's a juicy spot. A running back to the Dolphins is going to be awesome, but he's a legitimate player. Like he's a legitimate athlete. He's won everywhere he's gone. I was surprised he didn't declare last year. He was really within the first few backs that people were talking about.
We did tape prep on him last year. I remember it. Yeah.
You know, and then he decided to go back to school, and it was a bit of a surprise, especially knowing that this was a stronger running back class. But this isn't like shocking to me that he's being mocked in the second round. I think there is a real chance that he could be a second round running back. He won't go on day 1, but day 2 for sure. He's going on day 2 somewhere, either in the second or third round.
Yep.
And this is a great spot.